And now for the piece de resistance, everybody's favorite dessert. And this one, believe me, couldn't be any different. What we're going to make today is a dessert enchilada using supermarket finds, tortillas, ground cinnamon, butterscotch topping sauce for ice cream, and a can of pie filling. I'm going to use apple pie filling because that's my favorite, but you can use blueberry, cherry, raisin pie filling if you want to. I'm taking a rest because this recipe is so darn easy you can sit down and do it. So what I want to do first is make my sauce, and it's a basting sauce. So when we do the parchment paper, you're going to have to leave it open. We're not going to do it like a little window envelope and then tuck it under. So first of all, I'm going to make my sauce. So I'm going to take my beer mug, and I'm going to add a half a cup of water. And then I'm going to add equal amounts of butterscotch sauce. Now, I just found this one in the supermarket. You can use whatever you want, but just equal portions. So if you're going to do this for a whole whack of people, just make more sauce, but it's equal portions. So we make a cup of sauce and a cup of water. That's about it. Give that a stir. Now, if you really want to get fancy schmancy, what you can do is you can actually make them in a parchment paper box like this. But it's a lot of work. If you want to learn how to do it, Google origami box and you'll get a whole tutorial on how to make origami boxes. But because it's parchment paper, it's a little slippery, so it's a little daunting. But if you're good at origami and you want to make it look really a beautiful presentation, I say go ahead. We're going to do it corn husk style. So there's my sauce. And I know it looks a little watery, but believe me, it'll thicken up a little bit as it cooks. So there we go with that. And now I'm going to take one of my flour tortillas. Let me just take the whole package out. That'll be easier. And a little bit of the apple pie filling. Again, you can use generic apple pie filling if you want. You don't have to use a brand name. A little bit in the center. Then just a pinch of ground cinnamon. Because it's so sweet, you really don't need any brown sugar or granulated sugar. And I've already just pulled off my pieces of parchment. You're going to roll this up, tortilla style, or enchilada style. And then you're going to put it seam side down in the center of your parchment paper. And you know, I think for this, because they're so thin, I think I'm going to double the paper. And then you're just going to twist one end, like that. And then you're going to twist the other end. So you're not going to close it over. So what you've made here is like a little corn husk for it. And then you put the sauce in once you put it on the grill. So I'm going to finish making the other three. Our tilapia is done. We're going to take that off, and then we're going to get these babies on. Take a look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. The thing that I love about cooking parchment paper style is that you get some really nice brown marks on top, and then you present it on the plate like that, and when they open it up, all the fragrance, because all of those flavors have been captured inside the paper. It's really good eating. So I'm going to take those off. Again, be careful because it's hot. Let me put this up here. And I'm just going to let them rest just a couple of minutes. And watch, they're hot and they're steamy. And I'm going to put my dessert enchiladas on, and I'm going to have to put these horizontally like that. And you see I've left a little window open so that I can pour the sauce on. It's okay if you scrunch them up a little bit, as long as the sauce gets on there. And here I come in with the sauce, and I'm just going to spoon that on there, and be generous with it because it will thicken up as it cooks, make its own sauce. There we go. I think that'll be enough. And so what you want to do is put the lid back down, cook them for about 15 or 20 minutes, and the last 5 minutes baste them so that they get crunchy on top. Okay, so our tilapia is rested for a few minutes, so let me just, oh look at this, we have guests for lunch, for dinner. So here we go. I'm going to put one on my plate, and I'm going to just open it up. Oh, and the fragrance coming out of these packets is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And like I said, it's a complete meal because you've got your starch in there with the orzo. And we have here tilapia, all the vegetables are tender crisp. We've got that beautiful succulent orzo. Look at the steam coming off that, and the fragrance is like culinary perfume. Okay, so let's go in for a little taste. This is my most favorite fine dining camping meal. Good. Okay, I can smell them. Oh, when they're done. Look at this. Can you guys get a close-up of that bubbling? Oh my God, that's good eating. Let me get that on a plate. Look at that. Ooh, that's good. And that took about 15 minutes.